Hello and welcome to a very, very long overdue video. I appreciate it. It's been a very, very long time since Mr. Magnitude has actually done a half decent long video as opposed to just going live or little shitty shorts of me in London somewhere. But this is a video that was not originally planned. It was meant to be something else with a bit of fun, messing about and all that kind of thing. But actually, it's not 2017 anymore, and just ragging on the same dude, although the dude will make a feature, obviously. But this is a video where I feel things have gone a bit dark, and I probably got justified this even more when looking at a certain person, not going to mention names or anything, channel who is actually into the paranormal, has been for over a decade, and I'm not going to say what his attributes are because you'll find them easy, but even this person who is really easygoing and passionate about it, and okay, we don't really agree on the same things by a long shot, but that's okay, debate and hate, but even he's like taking a step back, you know. And this is a guy that uses a certain person's apps and stuff, and you know, anyway. But it's a lot more darker than that. It really is a lot more darker than that, you know. I mean, let's just think about it for a little minute, yeah? What do we do as YouTubers, or the general YouTubers? Not really me, but, you know, what do YouTubers want most? Like, really, what do they want? I'll tell you what they want. They want views. And how do you get views as a paranormal channel when the paranormal, unfortunately, is just that? It is not normal. Therefore, it doesn't happen all the time. In fact, it hardly ever fucking happens. Oh, you know when it happens, it's beautiful and amazing. If you've captured it and it was live and there's no jump cuts or anything and it really is a solid capture. I'm not just talking about EVPs, you know, whatever. But what do? I'll tell you what you do. You fake it. And faking it you may well do, and that's fine. Well, it's not fine, it's shit, and that's why the scientific community will never ever take us seriously. But when you start, like, doing shit like this for just shock value?
Scooping somebody's head out of their coffin with a fucking stick and then rolling it around to look at his brain and pulling his hair. I don't think I can.
It gets a little bit much, but I will say, this video is not going to be about pointing names. If you know the channels, you know the channels. The only thing I will say about them, after they did their, well, they called it educate. It's for educational purposes because nobody knows what a fucking skull looks like. What is a skull? Yeah, I got one. Everyone's got one, but we don't know what one looks like, you know. Ever seen one before? Don't worry, guys. Got you covered. It's one right here. We're just going to have a quick gander and have a look around. Nah, it was purely for shock value only, but I do want to give a little bit of kudos to the person. Kudos, what he did do after is get in touch and ask them to seal the vault or whatnot, and some could argue that maybe the relatives of that deceased person's been there a very, very long time, clearly, probably have, you know, not cared, otherwise they'd have, you know, got themselves sealed up. It's in some weird tomb. But also, you know, I'm trying to be balanced. But it's pretty fucked up, some of the shit we got, you know? I mean, why did I come to YouTube in the first place? Let's have a look at that. Oh, God.
Okay, here goes. I never wanted to be on YouTube. This is a video I felt like I've had to do. Sorry, I'm Order of Magnitude. Hello there. I am the guy behind the blogs and the Paranormal House. Yeah, that's me. Mr. Huff. What the hell do I say? I followed you from day one, and I followed a few other YouTubers. And before I followed these YouTubers, I had my own experiences. If you look at my blog, I've had a spirit that was here called Charlie. I've got a magnificent photo of him, which just came out of the blue, and there was nothing there when I took the photo. But that's a different story. You can find all that out on my Google Plus site. I'm trying to rush this because I've only got a phone for a camera. I told you, I'm not a YouTuber, okay? But I feel compelled to do this. I didn't want my first video to be like a rant. I'm not...
Oh, that is so bad. That is so cringy. Oh, dear. Yeah, watching that back is really, really uncomfortable. But every YouTuber starts from somewhere, and, you know, I've made a lot of videos, probably about 2,000. Some of really relevant and good points, and I actually had quite a bit of a following at one point, even having a community where I was meant to try and put only real people in there, and I was very new to the game, and there are issues, don't want to talk about it to be honest with you, like in D-timing, but I tried, and a lot of good friends were made there, and things are just so much different now. It's not 2017, and the paranormal, if I'm really honest with you, it's dead. Yeah, I know, shoot me, I said it. It is. How about, do you want me to prove it to you? I mean, that last video with fucking playing with dead people's skulls, and that's not the only time that certain person has done such a thing. Oh my god, we've had bones in walls, we just had outright fakery, and alright, fine, he's not really a paranormal investigator, truth be known, he's an entertainer, and that's okay, you're allowed to do that, but don't be surprised when people go, fake, people that know, that is, obviously teenagers won't necessarily until they get a bit more educated with it, and, fun and games, whatever, but shock fact, because we are chasing views, and that's very difficult in this climate as well with YouTube. I mean, take me for example, I am really shadow banned, I'm not joking, okay? I can't move off the sub figure I got. If I get an amount of people, it will come back again within a day or two to the exact same figure, and been doing that for about 4 years now. It's just coincidence, right, guys? Just a coincidence, right? Yeah, I'm gonna hit 100,000 subs pretty soon. I'm pretty sure.
What?
So let's look at something else that shows actually the paranormal is dead. I came to YouTube for Huff Paranormal, as shown earlier, right? Well, even Huff Paranormal is having to go over old ground again, like big time old ground. What am I talking about? Well, once again, let's bust a Huff.
You can't keep getting away with it!
It is connected. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a treat for you guys. This is a clip from 2016, and this was a pivotal moment in my communication. I had just created the Wonder Box, which was a step up from the portal, and I added my reverse direct line mode and a couple of other modes to help spirits communicate. And this is when, and I talk about this in my upcoming book, this is when spirits said, Huff's been chosen. And then I asked again, and they said chosen. And then I go on to ask about what does all this mean? And then they go on to explain a little bit more. At the time, it actually scared me a little bit. But now that we're many years later here in 2022, I understand much more of what that meant. Take a look at this video.
Okay. I'm going to give you the short condensed version. What happened here was he was not chosen, and he really championed this thing about him being chosen. He was the spokesperson of ITC, but it went like this. A guy called Matt Payne, created an app, but this wasn't like a normal app where you have lots of little snippets of MP3s. No, it had just like one MP3 or two MP3s at 10 minutes long. Yeah, two MP3s, that was it. And they were taken from an ASMR video, right? The whole entire video, two MP3s. Now what it did was turn the volume up on one, turn the volume up on another, backwards and forwards like that, okay? Huff knew exactly what was in this code and whatnot and could react to it perfectly and put this whole chosen malarkey out. What was the purpose of this? To sell fucking Wonder Boxes, direct line mode and all these cool things. And well, the dude is not an inventor or anything like that. He'll often have, things on his table like a screwdriver or a hammer and make it look like he's tinkering when actually all he's doing is gluing crystals on and then selling them for really, really high prices. I mean, he's even shilling you a book there. He is the ultimate in grift on the paranormal. And, well, I got my detractors, and you can fucking shoot guns at me for asking for help when things have gone wrong in the life of Riley. Definitely, by sure. But it is honesty for you that, well, yes, things have gone wrong, rather than doing this sleight of hand shit. But yeah, this is what I mean. He is recycling his content because he doesn't know where to go anymore. Over 1 million subs and we're getting less than like 30,000 views or 20,000 views, whatever. That's a bad ratio. In fact, I think that's worse than mine, and I'm shadow banned. Anyway, yeah, that's what that is. And if you don't know anything about it, my most watched video, which actually isn't my video, it was created by EVP Paranormal Science, which was information given to him by Mortis the Wizard, if that makes sense, to get this out there about this. I will leave a link in the description on the video if you're curious and you're not sure what I'm talking about, alright? But I think most people know, you know? So if he's recycling content, shit's going down. So what else have we got to look at? Oh, I know, you really, really are pissed with me now, aren't you, for this, Huff Lovers?
Phil, you make me angry, Phil!
So you want more proof that the paranormal is pretty much dead? Alright, okay, let's think of somebody else. Ah, yeah, Hunting the Dead. Alright, actually, so I wasn't going to name people at the start of this, but I ended up naming them anyway. Oh, come on, you work it out anyway. You're not stupid, are you? And no, I ain't going to link to their channels, not because, well, you know, it's rude too, but it's negative, you know. But look, listen, Hunting the Dead. Have you seen what he's doing? I mean, he did the whole Dybbuk box crap, you know, just gardening away and, oh, I found a strange box in my garden. The Curse, and fuck it, say his name, Proven Demons did it too, and every other fucking, you know, fake paranormal entertainer, not paranormal, so it's okay, you know, did it too. But now we've got a stalker. Yes, a stalker who is being played by Hunting the Dead's son. Oh, God, it's so desperate and sad, but it's for views, and the teenies love it. But it's not paranormal. Is it? Really?
Hey, she said she just heard gunshots.
Are you serious?
That's not gunshots again. What the? Dude, that sounded like machine.
You're right.
What? Dude, that sounded like machine gun gunshots.
Dude, that's a clip. It's got bullets in it. I wonder if the gun's around here.
Oh my god, go, 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 go! There's somebody following us!
Dude, that sounded like machine gunshots. Yeah, just casually walking around, you know, with machine gunshots. Machine gunshots. Am I saying that right? I don't know. See, look, entertaining by all accounts, lovely, and I love the music, the da da. Oh yeah, I mean, sure, for an entertainment project and whatnot. I mean, whatever, fine. What make you move? You know, you got to get those views, and it's a cutthroat business. You know, it'll be more and more shocking and great. But there's just one little problem. It isn't fucking paranormal, is it? In any sense of the word, it is not paranormal, is it? Is it? You tell me. I'm telling you, the paranormal is dead. At least on YouTube, anyway.
It's awful.
It's all fucking awful. It's all of it, and every single one of them sucks.
Look, raging isn't going to help anything. I know, okay, but real paranormal, it's boring. Well, to the viewer, unless you're into it. If you're into it, you know. But it ain't going to get you the millions of views, therefore the millions of ad revenue, or, you know, and Patreons or whatever else, if you want to make a living out of it, okay? So, and what do I mean by, like, the real paranormal and stuff? I could list you off some channels like, you know, Sam's Life After Life. No, not that guy. You know, no, I'm not going to show you a clip of him. He's just tough for second. He talks a load of gibberish nonsense. But Sam was pleased that her channel was anyway. You know, or some of the others. I'd like to give a shout out. Pat P-A-T. You know, very very small subscriber base. But you know, let me give you a clip of what I mean. Okay, this is what I find paranormal. I'm going to show you a clip of a thanx box. What's a thanx box, you ask? You ask a thanx box. It's like this, okay? Before the spirit box, the broken radio just swept, there's a guy called Frank Sumption. He's a guy who started all this off, okay? And he died in 2014, unfortunately. But he used to make these thanx boxes. That's thanx box. Number whatever, okay? Hundreds of them. And they all had different things. But they wouldn't just sweep. They used to dart about to different things. But they sound so creepy, and it seemed somehow these entities could use it. He actually thought they were UFOs, not ghosts. We don't know. Look, as I say to anyone who's into this properly and they ask me, do you think you're talking to dead people? Well, go to it. No, mate, it's like this, okay? I cannot prove to you that I'm talking to the dead. Even though I clearly got lots of captures saying I'm dead. I cannot prove to you I'm talking to a demon or the devil's angel. No, I'm not going to show you the clip. I've showed it hundreds of millions of times. You want to see my best work? It's in the description. If you really want to see paranormal, captures, clear as day, no subtitles needed, okay? They're few and far between, but I've got them, all right? What I can prove to you, though, is that something of intelligence is answering back. And that ain't no fucking radio. That ain't no fluke of, good morning, oh, good morning, spirit, when really it's just DJ Dave saying, good morning, GWRFM, Dingo Dave here on the dial, don't touch up the dial, Nah. Devil's angel, swearing, call my wife, all dark stuff usually, but the dark stuff is the proof that that ain't no radio, okay? Like I say, go to my description. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to put it in here because loads of people have seen it 100 times. But go to my description, along with that debunking Huff video and why that is so controversial. He circled back, using that old content from 2016 to, just have a look at why it's so prevalent, But anyway, I'm going to show you this clip off of a channel that's been dead for a long time. He hasn't uploaded in a long, long time, okay? And just listen to how creepy it sounds. It's all real, though. It is a montage, so it's not, recorded as is, as I like to do, without jump cuts, hence why it's boring, but that's the proof. I've got several, those, on that montage, one of those clips, okay, is a good 5 minutes long, backwards and forwards. There's no jump cuts in that 5-minute section. That 5-minute section, I'm going backwards and forwards with this entity that's telling me it's got me, and it's saying all sorts of horrible things, and it's quite dodgy, but its name was Balak, apparently. You ain't know what's told. But anyway, let's have a look at this clip. And we just don't get this no more. Maybe from the 2 channels I mentioned earlier and a few others, little channels. But we just don't get this no more. Not properly. You might even get people who would use crappy apps. But as far as I'm concerned, I think apps are an utter fraud. They just don't, tell a lie. The bank apps, a typical hundreds of millions of MP3 snippets, those apps, I just think they're no good, man. The only way you can prove that your app is good, and I've explained this a million times, is whatever you've caught, hello, you there, my dead brother Mike? Mike is here. Oh my god. What you need to do is open up the app, not open as in run it, open it, and go through all those thousands of MP3s and find out if there is a little MP3 snippet that goes, Mike is here. If there is a Mike is here, nah, mate, it's just fluke. Utter fluke. And don't tell me the ghost or the UFO, whatever you think it is, no proof either way, can choose. Yeah, no, I doubt it. I mean, I don't know. No one actually knows what they're capable of. I mean, fuck me, in our last house. This isn't about that and my past, okay? This is about how the paranormal is dead and how we don't get videos like this anymore. This is how creepy it is. Please put some headphones on and enjoy.
Sure.
It's Frank here.
So there you have it. The paranormal. Not like it used to be in 2016, 15 or whatever, you know, nowhere near. In fact, going back earlier, 2011 with Contact Mortis, you know, and all that sort of stuff. It was just so fascinating because it was just, that was real paranormal, you know. None of this shit that I've shown you earlier, none of that's paranormal. None of it. I don't care what you say, okay? It's entertainment, fine, whatever, you know. But even channels that are paranormal, who class themselves as real paranormal, even I'm looking at them and finding thinking, there's something a bit sus here. Every single time you go out, I mean, every single time, you seem to get real A1. But it's live, so, you know, okay, that's a good point. If it's live, that does go a long way to, you know, being legit. But there's just something really fishy. And should you ever critique such a person, they fucking go mental at you, call you pedo and all sorts of stuff. No names won't be mentioned, I promise you. But, you know, and they're not the only one by a long shot. It is just such a dirty sector. There's so many strange characters. And look, we're all humans. We've all got our own faults, okay? Nobody's perfect. And yeah, you can hit me with the whole e-begging thing if you wish to do that. That's fine. I take the criticism on board. I really do. And, you know, I really have, within the last sort of 6 months or so, or more, really tried to get self-supported. And I think I pretty much have. However, if you do like what the Magnitudes do, I do have a link up there for a tip. Just be aware that the PayPal has changed because we actually had like nearly 500 quid taken away from our PayPal from our other one. I don't really know what's happened. Hopefully we get it back. I'm not shilling saying please. It was going to be refunded, okay? It's from my bank, but via PayPal, so don't worry about it. But yeah, just look, I'm not... See, there you go. So, you know, the paranormal, a complete dodgy set of characters, including myself, if you like. But yeah, I believe it is dead. So what does that mean for this channel then? I mean, I haven't always done just paranormal, I've done all sorts. Go to my playlist section, I've done all sorts, interviewing homeless people and stuff like that. You know, I was quite creative back in the day. Nowadays I struggle, but I don't have any time because I just, too much shit going on IRL to keep us self-supported, and my wife's health is... So, you know, what is the future of this channel after this video? Well, I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not, you know, closing down or never uploading again, but it's going to be at a lot slower pace. Look how long it's taken me to get this out, like a 15-minute video, or how long this is going to be. Anyway, I wish you well. Much love. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. Thank you to everybody that did support us, or still does support us throughout everything. You are absolutely amazing, and you all mean the world to me, okay? The good people and the bad people. My detractors too, you know. Without you, I wouldn't have something to talk about even, you know. So, it swings and roundabouts, huh? But yeah, the paranormal is dead.
What the hell was that?